If you are planning to visit Scotland, this video will give you an overview of its capital city, Edinburgh. Beyond Edinburgh, you must explore the Scottish Highlands, where you drive through beautiful scenery of Inverness rolling green hills, explore some of the castles, visit the Culloden Moor, which is the famous battlefield where the Jacobites and the British fought, and visit the iconic town of Portree, known for its colorful row of houses lining the water's edge of the harbor.
Cause I'm Emily Liska, travel vlogger. Yeah, that's what I do. Sharing my adventures from a brand new point of view. I'll show you the mountains.
The capital city of Scotland is Edinburgh. It is a place where the past and the present coexist, which is the Old Town and the Georgian New Town. The old buildings, the tight alleyways, and cobblestone streets of Old Town takes you back to the medieval times, where the New Town speaks about the recent past. Many are captivated to visit this city. It is recognized as the UNESCO site to preserve its characteristics. A famous landmark is Edinburgh Castle, which stands as Scotland's most iconic fortress. It sits on a volcanic outcrop that rises high above the skyline. It evolved from a royal residence to a military stronghold. The main thoroughfare of Old Town is called the Royal Mile, which runs from the Edinburgh Castle at the top to the Palace of Holyrood at the bottom, which is the official residence of the King in Scotland, and it's 1.12 miles or 1.8 kilometers. This is the busiest tourist street with many attractions. A lot of Scottish history took place on this route over the centuries, from medieval to modern day festivities. Throughout the year, the Royal Mile is full of street performers, musicians, and festival events. The place is like a big party filled with energy and excitement. Shops, pubs, and restaurants offer everything from traditional Scottish fare to artisanal crafts. Edinburgh is the world's leading festival city, with events that celebrate art, culture, and creativity throughout the year. The city's festival tradition began in 1947. They have the Edinburgh International Festival, which attracts acclaimed classical musicians, opera, and dance companies to the city's grandest venues, and the Edinburgh Festival Fringe, which is for theater, comedy, music, and spoken word. We have the largest arts festival in the world, the Edinburgh Jazz and Blues Festival, the International Book Festival, and the Film Festival, a torchlight procession, and so many more events, each drawing audiences from all over the world. Near the Royal Mile is the Greyfriars Bobby statue. People rub the nose of this terrier for good luck as they pass by. The dog is known for sitting by his owner in the cemetery for 14 years until he died. This is the National Museum of Scotland, where history, science, and culture converge. Displayed here is the stuffed body of Dolly the sheep, the first mammal clone with an adult cell, and an early version of a guillotine from 1564, which was used for executions until 1716. Sorry for the gruesome piece of history here. Our next stop is the small port town called Invergordon. This has a deep water port for large cruise ships. It is a popular gateway for exploring the Highland region and its famous attractions such as Loch Ness and many historical castles. From here, we boarded buses that took us on a beautiful drive from Inverness along the Cromarty Firth, where you can see rolling hills and fields that are dotted with sheep, on the way to Cawdor Castle. This castle is an amazing place filled with history and stories that dates back to the 14th century. The entry fee is £16.50, equals to $22.06 for an adult. Children are £8.50, equals to $11.36. The elegant architecture and beautifully maintained gardens make it feel like stepping into another world. The place is linked to the tales of Duncan from Shakespeare's Macbeth. However, the story portrayed by Shakespeare is fiction and was not referred to in the play. Inside, there are tons of cool artifacts and family keepsakes, each one telling a bit about Scotland's fascinating past, showing Scottish aristocratic life. The castle is a lived-in family home where the Dowager Countess of Cawdor resides. They display many antiques, fine art, and tapestries. This castle has been overhauled over the years. Here's the modern look of the kitchen. Of course, it wouldn't be a castle without a dungeon. And they also have a whiskey cellar. You can visit the beautiful gardens, which part of it dates back to the Renaissance period. They have many collections of various species of flowers, and they have nature trails available for visitors to explore the ancient Cawdor Big Woods. Our next stop is in the Scottish Highlands is the memorial site at Culloden Moor. This is where the famous bloody battle took place between the Scottish and the British. It is known as the Jacobite Rising of 1745, where mostly the Highland clansmen wanted to restore the Catholic monarchy to the British throne against Prince William Augustus, with his so-called redcoats, representing the Protestants. The outcome was that the war lasted less than an hour, with 1,250 Jacobites dying. With this loss, the British aimed to destroy the traditional Highland clan system and culture, including banning the wearing of tartan and playing bagpipes. Our next stop in the Highlands is the Isle of Skye. The capital and largest town is Portree. It's a charming harbor village known for its colorful houses, bustling atmosphere, and central location for exploring the island's attractions. This is one of Scotland's most visited tourist destinations. Many visitors use Portree as a base for exploring the Isle of Skye's wild landscapes and historical landmarks and ancient ruins. The town is worth visiting. You can buy fresh off the boat seafood or take wildlife watching tour from the harbor. Town center is the main base for visitors, for this is where you can take the bus and excursion tours. They have various amenities such as coffee shops, souvenir stores, banks, restaurants, and accommodations. Since there were so many coffee shops, I decided to taste a coffee and have a bite of sweet morsel at the cow shop. The Highland cows called Highland Coo, such as this, are a popular souvenir to buy. Thank you for watching this video. I enjoyed sharing the destination and experiences with you to help you with your travels. Please stay tuned for the next one, and don't forget to subscribe so you can get notification regularly. So long for now, and enjoy your travels.